So an advocacy level campaign is all about empowering advocates to buy again and again, to share, to engage, to get reviews, to share reviews, share your cool stuff. It's empowering your best customers to go and advocate on your behalf. And so here's one of the most powerful ways of doing this. It's really a process that we constantly add value, deposit into these people, and give them opportunities to share. And so with almost anything that gets purchased online, again, it could be an e-commerce or even a service, we're so common with the transactional communication, right? Like, here's your receipt, you bought this, great. And then what? Typically we just drop them on their, we just drop them onto a newsletter, right? Here's your order, it got shipped, great, thank you. And then they get dropped on a monthly newsletter. Well, I would say there's a process that we can do to really maximize their affinity and actually the value that they have. So this first one really exemplifies that, this product resources. If you think about it, everything that's bought has a value potential, right? Let's say you built this piece of technology, right? This really crazy technology like a phone, right? So inside that phone that you get, there's so many different things that you could do to extract value out of that phone. These apps and these tools and these things. If the person who has that phone does not know how to use it, they don't think it's as valuable as the asset actually is. And so one of the most important things that you can do to make people actually love what they got, receive all of the value, and then also turn them into advocates would be send them as much information as you can to help them maximize that value. I would say if you have any kind of technology or anything that's, it takes some setting up, record videos, 7 videos, the 7 most important features that you need in using your new fill in the blank. Or even if you have services, let them know exactly what's going to happen. Let them know what's going to happen month 1, month 2, what their customer service is, all those things. Let them know so that they can receive more of the value of what you have to offer. And when you do that, they're going to love what they're doing, they're going to love what they get, and they're going to have a much higher propensity to do the next step, which would be to leave you reviews and to leave you positive reviews. And so ask them for a review. Ask them to go on Facebook. Ask them to go on Yelp. Ask them to review your product. And then another great thing is the Net Promoter Score, right? That's a whole kind of another funnel in itself. But ask people, are you willing to promote me? Do you think that what we do is cool? Would you recommend this to others? And when they say yes, then my goodness, send them an email and ask them to share it, right? Just be intentional about that process. The other thing is community, creating a community. Everybody wants to be in a community. And we have many pseudo communities out there, right? We're on social media sites. We're here, we're there, and we have these pseudo communities. I would say build a real community. Really care about people. Pick up the phone, call them, write them a letter. Get people together. If you have a local business, bring local people together. Bring businesses together. Engage. When you're in community, your loyalty to that community is exceedingly great. Way more, way greater than, I bought a gizmo, I bought a gadget. Also, the other things you can do is just segment. So again, pay attention to what people do, right? If people are clicking on certain things, send them more of that. If they're not, don't, right? Pay attention to what people are doing and serve them uniquely. Life cycle sequence. This is just the idea that every product and service that we offer has a life cycle, right? So we buy something, maybe it's a consumable product, and every month they need to buy it again. Or our service is a monthly service. Or every 6 months, or somebody bought this, they may need A, B, and C down the road. Well, be intentional about recommending the next thing that they can do. If your products and services are adding value to their lives, it's not that you're just being a pushy salesman. You're continuing to add value, which means you'll add value to real people and show them when they can add the next piece, the next part. And that's amazing because we oftentimes think when we're doing marketing, right? It's like, okay, let's say paid search. I spent $10, I got, 20 clicks, and one person spent $100 or whatever the case may be, right? Well, that's the initial order. If you have a system like this and people come back and buy 3 times on average in the year, again and again and again, because you have a life cycle sequence, right? You've just exponentially increased the value of the customer that you had by having this type of intentionality. The next step would be something regarding like advocacy sequence. Again, so if you built your ebook, if you built a webinar, if you have an asset in the front, I would send it off to your customers and say, hey, would you mind sharing this for me? Would you go and share this on Facebook? Would you go and send this email on our behalf? And again, when somebody else does that, they're going to have a much higher likelihood of coming and watching it. I bet some people watching this presentation right now were referred by somebody else. And you probably said, well, I don't know this guy, but since you said to check it out, I will. Right? And so empowering your best customers to go and advocate on your behalf. That's what it's all about. And then lastly, VIPs. Not every customer is treated equal. Figure out who your best customers are and serve them uniquely. Send them free stuff. Pick up the phone, call them. I mean, I don't know what your product or service is, but sometimes, maybe buy a gift card to a trendy restaurant in their town with a handwritten card, mail it to them. Let them know that I value you as a customer. When you treat people uniquely like that, it's unbelievable how they remain advocates, and then you empower them to go and advocate more and more.